Guys, just left Costco, got me some new glasses. Excited to be able to see again. That's always awesome. And let's just rehash those first couple of rules. No specific order, but they are important. Number one, you must have meals available to eat. That way you will not fall off. You will have good, responsible nutrition. And that's it. Number two, you must progressively exercise. I don't care what it is, bodybuilding, weightlifting, CrossFit, whatever it is, you need to progress. You need to bust out of this progressively, positively. You can't just not eat, increase your fasts, do whatever. You can't. It's not sustainable. You want to enjoy life. You want to be able to eat. Don't want to be obsessed with food or starving yourself. So again, you need to progressively exercise. You have to come out of this in another way as well. You can't just do it by not eating, because you will see that not eating or extending your fast leads to a little bit more weight loss, a little bit more of this, and you're just going to put two and two together. So you think that that's the way to go, and it's not. Number three, keep it simple. Basic meals, basic macros, nothing fancy, no crazy breaking your fast with specific foods or specific drinks or meats or whatever it is. Keep it simple. A weighed increment of food or meat and a weighed increment of carbs or fats or whatever it is. Tailored around your activity level, tailored around what you do as an athlete, and that's it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out an exact diet. I can talk for days, but some people have to have it exactly shown to them, and I'm going to do it for you. You can believe me. You can do it. You cannot. You can laugh. You can tear it apart. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you follow it and it falls within a caloric deficit for your BMR, you are going to lose weight. It is simple. It is my base diet. All the other stuff is just fun and fluff. This is it. And I'm going to lay out the basic diet for just your normal person, and I'm going to do it for a bodybuilder. So here we go. Meal number one. And now to keep in mind, this is after a fast beginning at 8:30 in the night before, all the way into the next day, and you are going to break your fast at 1 or 1:30. And what you're going to eat is a weighed amount of chicken, beef, pork, whatever meat that is. You're going to grill it or you're going to bake it, and it is going to be frozen, and it's going to be either a 4, 5, or 6 ounce serving of meat. How you do that? You are going to buy a food scale. Yes, a food scale. It's $20, and it will mean the difference of you losing weight or not. And what I mean by that, no two chicken breasts are the same. And people say, I had a chicken breast for lunch, I had a chicken breast for dinner. That's awesome, but you need to know what that weighs. If I gave you a tub of protein and each scoop was 25 grams, and I told you to take 50 grams of protein, you would instantly go to the label. Most people, they would look that each scoop is 25. They would take 2 scoops and they would consume it, and that's how they got their 50 grams. If I gave you a chicken breast and I said, all right, eat 50 grams of chicken breast, how are you going to know? How are you going to know that? How are you going to know that you're getting 50 grams? And I'm sorry, a chicken breast that is 50 grams of protein is huge. It'd be more like 2. And you would need to cut that after cooking, and you would need to weigh out how many ever ounces of chicken that is to equate 50 grams. That's a lot. I was just throwing that out there for numbers. Okay, so again, first meal, 1:30. My base go-to meal is 5 ounces of chicken breast grilled and 1/2 pound of steamed broccoli. That's it. That's all I eat. And for sauces, it's going to be a little container of G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. That's for the chicken. And for the broccoli, I will take a Kroger brand organic low-fat ranch dressing and just put just enough on each bite to get the flavor. I've eaten enough broccoli over the years where I'm sick of it, and I can't just eat steamed broccoli anymore, and you can't just pile Kerrygold butter on top of it. Now, if you're getting your fats from that source, then you need to weigh your butter, or you need to get it by the tablespoon, half tablespoon, and put it on your broccoli, and you need to calculate those calories. Okay, but I don't recommend it. Butter tastes so good, most people aren't going to weigh it. They're not going to throw a true tablespoon on there. They're just going to throw on there what they think is good. I would have sauces off to the side. You barely dip the broccoli into it, just enough to get past the taste, and that's it. So once again, 5 ounces of grilled chicken, 1/2 pound of steamed broccoli. That's a 130. What comes next is a snack at 3 o'clock, and that is a grab the gold bar. That's it. I grab the gold bar, made right here in Franklin, Tennessee. That is a variable I can take out if I don't need those calories, but the calories are low enough where I can handle it. Or another good snack there is 2 rice cakes, 2 flavored rice cakes, regular rice cakes, whatever it is. I believe that's I think it's about 100 calories for 2 rice cakes. That's all it is. Then at 4 o'clock, no meal. What I'm gonna have is a scoop and a half, or it depends on what brand, of essential amino acids mixed with creatine and usually some type of caffeine, a caffeine powdered amino acid drink. I use Optimum brand. There's also the Primeval brand. Glaxon makes a brand with caffeine in it. But again, that third meal keeps my calories low, and with essential amino acids, you're simulating a meal. It takes about 12, I think the dose is 12 to 15 grams of essential amino acids, equals about 20 to 25 grams of protein, something like that. But it comes out to about a meal. Okay, that's it. 1 drink with a lot of ice. Again, 12 to 15 grams of essential amino acids. That's the third meal, so to speak. And right there, if you need to add some fats, a small handful of some type of nut is perfect there. But again, that's an add-on. This is the basic I'm talking about. This is the third meal. Again, that's 12 to 15 grams of essential amino acids. There's a lot of brands out there, and some of them taste amazing. It's a good, refreshing drink. I mix it with caffeine as well to give you that good pick-me-up. And again, that's about 4 o'clock, and that's it. And then this really works good for 9 to 5ers, because at about 5 o'clock you'd get off and you go home. And what's next when you get home? Supper. And that doesn't have to be your last meal, but there's a meal right there at your 4th meal. Again, we're gonna do the same thing that we did as lunch. We're gonna do 5 ounces of grilled meat. I do grilled chicken, and another 1/4 to a 1/2 pound of some type of water-based vegetable. That could be broccoli, it could be some type of lettuce, salad, something like that. But we're not going to do any carbs. Again, that's base. I'm not shying away from carbs. I'm just not going to do any. My activity level is such. I'm at home. I don't need them. I'm just going to stick with your basic veggies, meat and veggies, guys. Meat and veggies, can't go wrong. If you're ever out at a restaurant, meat and veggies, not meat and potatoes, meat and veggies. Watch the dressing. Meat and broccoli, steak and broccoli. Most places will cook you a side of broccoli off to the side. Again, this is kind of an emergency video, so I'm going to throw things out here. Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel has grilled chicken tenderloins and steamed broccoli. Perfect if you're out. Perfect. It's exactly what you eat at home. Again, Cracker Barrel, steamed or grilled chicken tenderloins and steamed broccoli. Get the ranch dressing off to the side like you do at home. Barely dip it in there. There you go. There's Cracker Barrels all throughout the South. I don't know how far up north they go. But down here in the South, they're at every single exit off the interstate. No reason not to hit up the Cracker Barrel. Okay, and then that's your 5:30, 6 o'clock meal. Okay, any snacks in between there? Not going to mention them. I'm going with the basic diet here. I'm going to pretend that you're not going to eat anything between 6:30 and your last meal of the day, your 8:30 meal, can be either a protein shake Mine is about 35 to 40 grams of a whey isolate or whey concentrate protein shake. I take Primeval Whey. I take MTS. I don't know exactly. I know they have a whey concentrate, which the flavors are freaking crazy amazing. And they have an isolate as well. Optimum Nutrition has an isolate. I don't really care. I'm going for about 40 grams of protein here, and that's it. I'll mix maybe a little bit of peanut butter. You could put in just a little bit of fat, not much. Something to help in digestion. I'll just put whey protein in ice and go from there. Some people are going to start stacking flax powder and things like that. Like I said, keep it simple. Don't start adding things until you're good at counting the calories. Let me throw this out there: calorie tracking apps. I use them. I use one called Lose It. They don't pay me to say that. No, there's no endorsement here. I just use a basic calorie tracker for the first few weeks. Once I get a good visual rep of what I'm doing, as Paul Ravella says, do a calorie or a diet recall. Once I do my recall, I'm good. I know what I need. I don't need to enter in all that stuff. I don't need to be scanning the barcodes. Unless I know I need an adjustment. If I know if I need to go down or up, I'll go back to the tracker to get a good rep on everything, to make sure everything's in order. Once I know and I'm losing or I'm gaining, I'm good. I don't need. If some people get obsessed with the tracker, that's fine. If you want to let it run your life, let it run your life, as long as you get positive results. I don't care. As long as you're losing weight and you're healthy, you need to become obsessed. How else are you going to be good at it? I think I stole a quote from CT there. But again, keep it simple. Keep it simple, guys. I can't stress that enough. Let me run down that diet again. Meal number 135 ounces of grilled chicken and 1/2 pound of broccoli. A good alternative is put Flavor God on there on your broccoli, or just barely dip it in some ranch dressing. I use G. Hughes sugar-free sauce for the chicken, and I also mix a little bit of that ranch in the G. Hughes and make like a ranch barbecue. It's amazing for both the chicken and the broccoli. I do that. That way I've got one container, and there you go. Number 2, it's going to be a snack. It's going to be either 2 rice cakes or some type of grab the gold bar, some type of bar. I try to keep it under 200 calories. There's some really good bars out there. I won't mention them by name because they're high calorie, and that may be taken as a negative or a slight. But you can always half it. You can always take a knife and always break that bar in half, and and knock your calories down there. But I like to grab the gold bar made here, right here in Tennessee, and that's what I go with, or 2 rice cakes. And there we go. We're gonna go for that 3rd meal, and that's my essential amino acid drink. It's good and refreshing. I'll mix about a 1/2 scoop of essential amino acids with a 1/2 scoop of essential amino acids with caffeine, and just give me a little bit of caffeine there. You don't have to do that. You can go with whatever you want, but you want to still get around 12 to 15 grams of essential amino acids. I don't care what flavor, caffeine you got in there, a creatine, whatever. I don't care, as long as you have the amino acids in there to replicate a meal. That's what we're going for, and we're going to keep it low calorie, okay? And then we're getting off work and we're going home. We're going to get home about supper about 6 o'clock, and we're going to eat another one of your meals that you have set out, and that's another 5 ounces of grilled chicken and your water-based vegetable. All right, that's 6 o'clock. And we're going to pretend you don't snack or do anything like that. Your last meal, and your last meal is going to be your whey protein. If you're vegan, vegetarian, you want to go with more vegetable-based protein, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care what you do. What you're going to do is you're going to get around 25 to 40 grams, depending on what your macros are, of protein at that meal. You are well welcome to eat a regular meal. If you've prepared enough meals where you can eat 3 of your meals a day, perfect opportunity to eat your meal. Again, depending on what your goals are, you can have carbs there. I don't recommend it. You're about to go to bed, and I don't think you need all that energy stored. It's just me on your stomach. You could definitely eat your veggies with that. just whatever. I don't care. It falls within your macros. That's your last meal of the day. Very basic. If you tally all that up, it comes out to somewhere around 1,500 calories, maybe. And that's what it takes. That's what it takes for me after I've dieted down, after my winter fluff is put on, I start dieting down and I get low and I have to get into any type, even close to single digit body fat, the calories got to come down. They do. I didn't believe that for years and years, and just believe the message boards and social media really wasn't a thing back then. It was no calories. Calories need to be around 2,000, 2,500. Sorry, it goes back to what I said before. Most people are fatter than they think. Most people's BMRs are way lower than they think, and it kills their diets. They just can't get down, and then they struggle, and they start looking for alternative ways and all kinds of other stuff, and it's just not it. Okay, now let me lay out the bodybuilding method. The bodybuilding method for this is it's not much different, and I can't believe no one's really mentioned this. And what this does is enables you to break your fast multiple hours before that 1 o'clock, because what you're trying to do, and this can go for anyone, anybody who's an athlete, anybody who's resistance trained and is recovering, you can do this too, guys. A lot of fasters fall into this number. They can't break their fast until whenever it is 1, 2, 3 o'clock, because they think it's gonna those hours are gonna enable them to burn more fat. And you're not. You're cooking off a few more calories. But what I'm about to tell you is awesome. It's an amazing way to break that fast, keep your calories low, and to get you recovering and get into your growth cycle as fast as you can. And what you're going to do is you're going to take at 11 o'clock versus 1 or 1:30, so 11:30, you're going to break your fast on essential amino acids. Same without the caffeine though. This is going to be your 12 to 15 grams of EAAs, your scoop of creatine, because if you are an athlete, you are taking creatine every single day. Okay, your pre-workouts that have creatine in them, if you're only getting them when you take your pre-workout, you're getting you're limiting your benefits, your recovery benefits you're getting. But as far as your ATP benefits, if you remember going back to the very first days of creatine, you have to load it. You have to load creatine and you have to stay on it. And if you're only getting creatine when you get your pre-workout every day or every other day, you're not getting the benefits. You're not getting the recovery benefits. You're not getting the ATP benefits. So if I were you, I would take creatine every single day. 1 teaspoon in your EAAs. It's also amazing for fasting and just for energy, period. And anything else you want to throw in there, you're breaking your fast. Okay, you have some type of powdered vitamins. You have anything you want to throw in there, you have flavored vitamins, perfect, throw it in there too. But the cool thing is the calories are low. You're still getting your low calorie benefits. And after I started doing this at about year 6 into about year 8 now, I noticed 0 differences in weight loss. In fact, in my opinion, it sped things up. My recovery was greater. The fullness of muscles, everything was way better. Workouts were better. And I get to drink, I get to eat something, I get to put, I get to enjoy it. Okay, now it gets a little expensive because I'm also still going to take those essential amino acids again, either at that 3 or 4 o'clock or after my post workout. But let's jump back on the topic, and we're going to rehash this as a bodybuilding method again. And instead of 1 or 1:30, we're going to break our fast at 11 or 11:30 with essential amino acids. Okay. Easy peasy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to at 1 or 1:30, we're going to eat that lunch that we normally eat every single day. Okay, no different. 4, 5, or 6 ounces of grilled meat. Mine's grilled chicken, and then a ½ pound of steamed broccoli. Okay, same thing with the sauces. Now my next meal, I may not be hungry, but I'm probably going to get it because I still want to keep calories in. I still want protein in my body. I'm growing. I'm within my macros. I'm good to go. I'm either going to have a grab the gold bar or an outright bar or rice cakes. I've already got plenty of amino acids in my body. I've got an amino acid pool that I've built from the essential amino acids in my meal. and they're there. I don't really need an amino heavy a meal or drink. If I get it, that's fine. I think the Grab the Gold and the Outrights are 15, anywhere from 12 to 17, 18 grams of protein. The rice cakes is negligible, 6 or 7 grams, not much if. And that is my snack after or in between, after lunch there. And then again, that's my 3 to 3:30 time slot. And then I know I'm going to be working out at around 5. This is perfectly tailored for the 9 to 5er. I know I'm getting off 5. I'm going to hit the gym around 5:30. So I'm going to get my pre-workout meal at 4 o'clock. And what that can be, half a cup to a cup of cottage cheese. You can have your protein shake. You can have any type of amino acid based meal. What I like to do, you can switch it around. You can have your Grab the Gold. You can have your Outright, whatever it is there. But I like to get carbs. This is where I'll do 2 rice cakes, or I'll do rice rolls. Anything around 45 to 50 grams of carbohydrates, I'll get that. That's about 4 o'clock. And then I know at 5 o'clock, I'm going to be drinking a pre-workout. That's Rumble by Crow Nutrition. That's right, Rumble by Crow Nutrition. I'm going to be drinking that, and before I go in the gym. So I'm fueled off of 40 to 50 grams of carbohydrate. That's going to be absorbing, and then I'm going to be sipping on Rumble before I go in the gym, and I'm going to bust my workout. I'm going to get that done. I've got plenty of carbs to get through it. I got plenty of caffeine and energy from the Rumble, and I normally do a bodybuilding style workout. I'll get that done. I'm in and out, hour and a half, maybe rarely a 2-hour workout if I'm just being lazy or talking, and I'm out. And here is where I like to get my fruits in. I love to get an apple post-workout, and with another scoop of essential amino acids. I know the science is showing that the post-workout window is really not there. It's not something that you really need to do. You can wait 30 minutes to an hour and still maximize absorption from your meal. But you know what? Why not? I'm hungry. I've just left the gym. Why not get a good 30 to 50 grams of carbs, get your amino acids, go ahead and recover, refresh, and get ready for that meal on your drive home. So again, there's an apple. You could do a half a cup of blackberries. Amazing fiber there. It's another snack you could have at 3 o'clock. Any of those snacks in there. I love blackberries for the fiber benefits, for the antioxidant benefits, and I just love blackberries. Okay, so don't be afraid of fruit, guys. All these nut jobs telling you not to eat fruit or stuff like that. Yeah, you can totally eat fruit. Time it. Eat it when you need it. If you've depleted your carbs, if you've depleted your blood of glycogen and stuff, eat fruit. How many people do you see that are laid up in the obese ward because of blackberries? How many people do you see laid up in bed 700 pounds because they binge on apples? Come on, guys, use your head. Use your head. But again, you take the opportunity, get the enzymes, get the fiber that you need from fruit, and use it as a post-workout, okay? Eat that with your amino acids. Again, if you're keeping it low calorie, anytime, guys, you want to sub calories down, and you're taking a protein shake, opt for an essential amino acid, okay? I don't know what the calories are, but most scoops of protein are about 110, 120 calories and up, and the essential amino acids are around 10 to 20 calories, okay? So again, you're recovering when you leave the gym with your fruit and your amino acids, and what are you going to do? Are you going to eat supper? You betcha. I'm going to get home, and my last meal is I'm going to let those amino acids work. I'm going to let that apple work. That's going to be around the 6:30 to 7:30 time frame. And then when you get home, there's your last actual food meal of the day. Again, we're going with 5 to 6 ounces of protein mixed with your water-based vegetables, about a half a pound of broccoli, big salad, whatever it is. You've calculated your macros, and that's what your meal is. And that's your last meal of the day. It could be that protein. I'm taking that. It's about 7:30. Once I walk in the door, I wind down, I start preparing my meal or my shake, and that's my last meal of the day before I fast. And that's it, guys. I kind of go on the notion of every 2 to 3 hours. As long as I'm getting in 25 to 30 grams of protein with those aminos, I'm good. The calories just kind of fall into place. That's why I use the tracker. If I see glaring obvious mistakes, that's where you can eliminate things. You start seeing you habitually start eating some type of cookie. I fall into the if it fits your macro approach, and that can get dangerous. That can get really dangerous. That's why I do recommend a calorie tracker for if you do the fit your macro approach, because you have to keep that in check daily. It'll get away from you quick. That's why I say keep it simple until you get this down, until you learn how to track and do calories well. You need to keep this simple. So that's it, guys. I hope you can apply what I've told you here for the new year, and I hope to be putting out way more content. I'm going to be putting out way more content to hack, if you will. I hate using that word, but there's a lot of things that you can do within this fasting window that you can't do if you're eating normally. That period where you don't have much or any or glucose in your bloodstream can really help you if you do it right, and it can really help you out. There's a ton of good stuff out there, and I wouldn't throw my hat in the ring if I didn't think I had something to contribute. And the whole IntraFast was based around this, to make this more enjoyable and to help during that fasting period. And with that came Rumble as a pre-workout, and I have a glucose disposal agent because that really helps you in your fasting period. It's called a Sugar Shuttle, and you can check that out as well. And again, guys, crownutrition.com. Check us out on Instagram, check us out on Facebook, and had such a good time talking with you guys. Getting used to this video thing, and I just hope to talk to y'all later. If you like what you heard and like what you watched, hit that like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and look to see you guys back here again.